Middlesex are left with it all to do to qualify for the quarter-finals of the NatWest T20 Blast after going down to a 9-run defeat to Essex in Chelmsford. The Eagles started well with the bat, Varun Chopra, with this early maximum of Tom Barber. 54 runs were put on by Chopra and his opening partner Adam Wheater, those runs using up 5.5 overs. Chopra fell for 26, drilling this ball from Tom Helm to James Franklin at mid-wicket. The end of the power play made no difference to the rate of scoring, Wheater tucking in to Ryan Higgins, whose second over went for 15 runs, the batsman twice clearing the rope as he quickly got to 43 off just 20 deliveries. In spite of the defeat, Nathan Sowter had a night to remember, starting with the wicket of Wheater with his very first ball. And the leg spinner was celebrating again in his second over as Dan Lawrence chipped to Tim Southey at long off. Halfway through, Essex had made 94 for 3, but then Barber delivered a 10-ball over and Ravi Bopara went after Paul Sterling when he was brought into the attack. Ashar Zaidi whipped Higgins to Stephen Eskenazi to go for 5, the score on 118 for 4 after 13 overs. The sensational Sowter ended with career best figures of 4 for 23. He snared Bopara for 27, who found Franklin in the deep. And 3 balls later, he also did for James Foster, who was plumb in front on the reverse to his very first delivery. The total read 161 for 7 in the penultimate over as a cameo from Ryan Tender-Scarter was ended as he smashed a low full toss from Southey to George Scott. The last over saw Simon Harmer caught off Helm, Essex ending on 172 for 9, which seemed to be about par. Paul Walter's 20 runs at the death had helped their cause, and he then had Sterling miss timing to one of the only 2 men in the outfield with his very first delivery. But John Simpson then struck 2 fours off that over, the second of the reply, leaving it to Eskenazi to attack Matt Dixon at the other end, his one over going for 14 runs, including this fiercely struck 6. With Simpson then also clearing the rope in an over which went for another 14, Middlesex were going along nicely, 41 runs already on the board. But both batsmen were out before the power play was completed. Eskenazi for 14 as he went after a wide ball from Mohamed Amir that he could have left alone, while Simpson on 30 looked unlucky to be given out LBW to Lawrence's first delivery. So Middlesex had made 50 for 3 from the starting 6 overs and now looked to Eoin Morgan to push things along while trying to keep his wicket intact. This he did as he added 56 with Scott in 7.5 overs, Morgan striking 5 fours in his 37. He was out just at the wrong time, miss-hitting a ball from Bopara which got stuck in the surface, the bowler completing the dismissal. Not put off by Lawrence's bizarre bowling action, Scott went big off the spinner, the target down to 51 off the final 5 overs. Harmer then bowled an over which cost just 4 and Franklin picked out the spinner perfectly off Bopara, whose 2 for 24 made all the difference. When Scott was bowled by a bullet from Zaidi for 34, Middlesex needed 43 from 17 balls. And the game was lost as Southey lost his leg stump to Amir. 2 boundaries from Sowter meant that 26 were left to get off the last over. And although Higgins blasted 2 fours and a 6, his side still fell short of the winning line. Middlesex ended on 163 for 7, a defeat by 9 runs, and that means that they will now have to win their last 2 matches to stand any chance of qualification, they being against Gloucestershire at Uxbridge on Tuesday and then at Glamorgan next Friday.